or where I come to a club, or when I was doing my FIFA work and coming to different federations or different clubs, and saying, but why are you doing it like that? And there was no, but we have always done it like that. But why is it? And there was not really a reason for that it's done like that. It's just, it have always been like that. And we have really a lot of examples, and one of the things that happened a lot to me in Denmark as well was that there were some fantastic structures in place. But the background of the structures was not founded in the culture that you wanted. You have to define your culture first. What is it you want? And then you do the structure after. I'll give you an example. We had when I started in Denmark, we had in kids football a promotion relegation system. What does that give you? That's a structure. Promotion relegation. It gives you that the clubs select the big players, the physical strong, the early developers, and they play them because else they can get relegated. So that's a culture that is defined by a structure, and that's wrong. So if we want talent development, and that is the most important for us, we have to do structures that build the culture we want. So it means that I tell you, we want to win in Sundowns, also in the youth categories, no doubt. We want to win. But we want to win because we have the best players. Not because we have the best team, or because we have the most developed players or the physical strongest players. We want to win because we have the best talents. That should be why we're winning. And because of that, it means that when we're in under 13, we don't have a chance in under 13. We can't win that league. We become number 2 or number 3, but we can't win it because we are in general a head shorter than our opponents, because we don't select players like that. And we accept that because our culture is that we have to produce talents for teams later. And already in under 15, they have grown up some of these players and can play in the under 15. And when we have a very, very talented 2008 group, as we have this year, which is under 16, we don't have one under 17 player in our under 17, not one. We only have under 16 players because we have a very talented group. We knew we took a chance there because we could have mixed them up with some older players and we would have been sure of winning the league. But we took a chance to say, no, our culture is we want to bring players up that later can play for Sundowns at the first team. So we decided to say, we take all the talents in the 2008 group and play in the under 17. We won the league anyway, which of course is quite remarkable, but we took a chance on it because it has to be the culture that we want to produce players. So that is something we talk a lot about. So when we created this organogram for our technical leadership in Sundowns, our structure is that, of course, we have the board of directors with the chairman in top of the club. I refer directly to them. I have an assistant sporting director, and then we have, some of you can probably not see what it says here because you're sitting a little bit too low, but I will read it to you. We have 8 departments that refers direct to me. We have a head coach of the first team, which is Coach Mangova, as you all know. We have a head of transition, the ones that is helping us on transition from youth to senior, from youth to disky, from disky to senior, but also from internal in the academy team. All transitions in life are difficult. When you become a teenager, it's difficult. When you become an adult, it's difficult. When you have to change school, it's difficult. All transitions are complicated. So we have to have special focus on that. So we created a department which was called the transition department. And David is doing a fantastic job there. We have a head of physical performance that we brought in, who is running the physical performance and also went down to the academy. We have a head of medical. We have a head of strategical partnerships, Becky, who is here today. Becky's job is, we have different partnerships. We have a partnership with School of Excellence, for example. We have a partnership with them. We have a partnership with the University of Pretoria on where we use some of their facilities. We use some of their medical staff. Some of their interns comes to us. So we have a partnership with them. It's a partnership that right now is probably used 10% of the potential. But Becky will have to make sure that we get up to 30, 40, 50% in the future. That position is a very important position, and it's not because he's here, but he's doing a fantastic job, Becky. We have a head of data, Ryan Hunt, who is also the assistant sporting director. This department we are not so far in yet. We have Ryan who's very good at what he's doing, but we're going to build a big department later, and I will tell you why in just a second. We have head of academy, Paulo Cardoso, that we brought in from Portugal, have been head of academy in Sporting Lisbon, have been in Melbourne, in Australia, have been in Bulgaria, have been all over the world, have worked with Nani and Ronaldo, and some of the big players. We brought him in as well because we know how important it is.